What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be doing another mock draft simulator for the Miami Dolphins, all 7 rounds. Let's go ahead and get into it. Similar to last time, I might be looking to trade back. I'll probably wait to see exactly what offers we get. Definitely not. Maybe. No. It's terrible. No. Maybe. I think I actually like that better than the 49ers one. The 4th and the 2-6 are nice, but it's a better third round pick, and I'm not trading back quite as far. This is great, though. The third round pick is a little worse. We pick up some 6ths and 2 7ths. I'm definitely rejecting the 49ers. And let me see what's available. Actually, real quick. I would go back to 27 or 25. Okay. Currently, Graham Barton and Jackson Powers-Johnson are both on the board. If I took the Green Bay one, I would only go to here. Tackle, I don't feel super great about. I wouldn't draft any of the defensive linemen here, honestly. Well, there's one guy, and he's gone. Jazon Newton is the only defensive tackle I think would be worth taking in this spot. Brock Bowers is gone. I'm not going wide receiver. I'm just kind of looking. Or at least I wouldn't go wide receiver with these people on the board. I think I'm actually going to take that that Packers trade. That's a lot of value, and I'm only going back 4 spots. I'll listen to the offers. Might be something stupid. Could still basically get that 49ers trade too. That's interesting. Definitely not going with the Steelers. I don't think either of them will be there. We'll be going back 6 spots. I don't think I can trade back again. Not in this spot. I'll go Jackson Powers-Johnson. I'm not against trading the 2nd round pick either. Depending on what's offered. Definitely not that. Not that. Nope. Very good possibility, actually. Getting another 3rd and a 4th would be pretty nice. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm gonna take a look. Christian Haynes is still available. I think he might still be available if we wait. There's still some defensive tackles. Offensive tackle, there's still a few players. I really do want more day 3 picks. Like, I think that's vastly important this year. There's still some good corners. Safety, yeah, there's still... Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that there's great safeties because there isn't a good safety class in general. I think we can kind of wait on Christian Haynes a little bit. And the fact that we got Jackson Powers-Johnson kind of helps because we have our center, and I think he could play guard if needed as well. I'm going to go ahead and take that. We're only going back a few spots. and he did go, unfortunately. That's okay, though. Let's see. We could go Dominic Puny. I think I'm going to go with Cooper. Yeah. I'm good with that. I'm more than good with that. Not against trading this. Not for that, though. Nope. Nope. Okay, we're going to just take a player. Leonard Taylor is an option. There's a couple tackles. We got to draft. We've got a pick not too far from here. Edge is looking pretty good too. But we got to, well, let's take a look at wide receiver. No, I wouldn't take any of these guys here. I'm going to go Leonard Taylor. No, that's terrible. Tight end. Got some guys. Linebacker is kind of interesting. Edge. I mean, there is some pretty good edge rusher help here. Wide receiver. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait probably until at least 127 to probably take our receiver. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not necessarily glued to that either. Edge would make a lot of sense. How about tackle? I'm not as sold on the Yale dude. My problem with Kieran, I forget how to pronounce his last name. The problem with him is he's up against like lawyers and mortgage loan processors and people like that, and he's not like absolutely whooping their ass. Like, he's playing decent enough football. He plays very high as well, but like, he's not whooping their ass, which is something I'm not a fan of. If you're gonna be playing up against the against those types of talent, you should be whooping their ass. I think I can probably wait. Christian Jones is probably the guy I'm looking at. I think I go edge. I'm not going Trevin Wallace here. At 127, I'm looking at Christian Jones, possibly Trevin Wallace. I don't really like this safety class. And I don't want to just take a safety just for the sake of taking the safety. Wide receiver as well is definitely an option. Wide receiver could wait till 158, potentially. This is a pretty good receiving class. So me personally, my best available edge rusher is actually Jonah Ellis, not Austin Booker or Brandon Dorless. I actually have Brandon Dorless. I actually prefer him as like an interior guy. I'm going to go with Jonah Ellis. Get us an edge rusher. We do need a tight end at some point, too. No. All right, so we can go wide receiver here, potentially. Luke McCaffrey is looking pretty enticing. In my wide receiver rankings, I actually have Annis Smith ranked one spot above McCaffrey, but I think McCaffrey would give us some better variety in our receiving core. Trevin Wallace is still there. Christian Jones is still here. Man. I think I'm going to go Christian Jones because there's still some other receivers I like that I think I could potentially get at 158. But linebacker and tackle are about to run out for me. And I think I'd rather the tackle. I'll take Christian Jones. Not against trading. Not that one. Nope. Don't like either of those. So let's check. Oh, Luke McCaffrey's still there. So is Trevin Wallace. Again, I think linebacker's about to run out for me out of guys I really like. I really like Trevin Wallace. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him. I mean, maybe. We're going back one spot and picking up a pick for next year. Maybe. Okay. Let's take a look at receiver. Luke McCaffrey's still there. Running out of tight ends, though, that I feel good about. But I also feel like Luke McCaffrey is like significantly better than any of the receivers left. I think we're going to have to wait on tight end, unfortunately. I think we got to go wide receiver here. And I just think that Jonnu Smith and Durham Smythe is... I think either one of them is better to be our starting tight end than anybody else we have at wide receiver 3. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Luke McCaffrey. I do still want a tight end. All right, no trade offers here. We do have a pick right at 202, so we'll keep that in mind. Gene Bell's still there. Let's take a look at corner. That value is pretty good. Safety. That's pretty good as well. Well, kinda. Yeah, I'm not going safety. I don't value him as 151 at all. I have him lower on my list. Right now I'm thinking Charles Smith Wade potentially. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. I'll listen. No. Gene Bell's still there. Probably gonna go with that. Just making sure there isn't something crazy available. Edge. Nelson Caesar's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on edge. I'm thinking Jaheim Bell at this point. Yeah, I just think the value there is insane. The only problem is he's not much of a blocker, but I'm going to go ahead and take him anyway. I think the value there just makes too much sense to not take him. All right, no trade offers. I might go edge. Equally, though, Cromedy is not a bad option either. Value-wise, I think that's pretty solid. I'm not as big on Christian Boyd, to be honest. I know the Dolphins are super interested in him, so this would most likely be their pick. Yeah, I'm not really feeling any of the safeties that are left. This is not a good safety class. It just isn't. Like, I'm not really feeling any of the guys that are left. And even the top guys I see as, like, third-round talents. Interesting. We can wait on that, though. Let's take a look at wide receiver. I was kind of hoping to come back and get Cornelius Washington, but I guess that's not going to happen now. Oh well. Just curious, seeing what the quarterback room is looking like at this point. No. Although, not necessarily against some of these guys. I might try to get Andrew later. I could get Hunter right now, but I'm not gonna. Just kind of curious where they're looking on special teams. I'm probably going to try to come back for Grayson Murphy, but I don't think I'm going to take him here. It's also kind of tough because I also don't know. I mean, we have ideas of what this defense is going to look like, but not really. We could use a nose tackle, and that would be what Justin Rogers is, but that wouldn't make sense to draft him here. I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe later. And we kind of already got a three-techie kind of guy in Leonard Taylor. I'm thinking Tyrese Knight, actually. Matter of fact, I'm going to go with that. Could use some more linebacker help. Not against trading this. Nope. Okay. This man Ford's still here. Haven't gone running back yet. Kind of want to. Cody Schrader, I think, is actually a pretty good running back. Not really the type of running back I'm looking for at the moment, though. Isaiah Davis, I think, would pair well with our running back room. He is more of a power back, which is nice. So is Kendall Milton. Right now, I'm kind of thinking Isaiah Davis. Just because I think he fits a little bit better. Still some edge rushers on the board. The guy I really wanted was gone for edge, but I thought that might be a possibility. I'm going to go ahead and take Isaiah Davis. Make sure we get a running back. Any safeties that are worth a damn? Not really. I'm thinking I might take Justin Rogers with our last pick, potentially. Just to kind of get a nose tackle. But I don't think I'm going to take him here. Even at the risk of him not being there. But I think he will be. I mean, let's just be honest here. Span forward is an option as well. Some wide receivers. Anthony Gold is an option for sure. Bub Means is interesting. He's like a big-bodied, deep threat kind of guy. Right now, I'm kind of thinking that. But equally, I would like another edge rusher. Xavier Thomas and Eric Watts are both looking pretty enticing. I'd be taking Xavier Watts over him, for sure. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, Span Ford is gone. Bub Means is still there. As is Justin Rogers. But at this point, I think he'd be available as a free agent. So we could just sign him. I'm going to go ahead and take Bub Means, I'm thinking. Potentially. Yeah. Get us a big-bodied receiver. So let's take a look. We got Jackson Powers Johnson, Cooper Beebe. So that's great. Got our center, got our guard. Leonard Taylor, solid 3-tech. Jonah Ellis, solid enough edge. Christian Jones, I think he can be a good developmental tackle. Trevin Wallace, a good will. We would need a good defensive line for him, though, which we don't currently have, but still. Luke McCaffrey, who I think would be a solid number 3 receiver. Shao Smith-Wade, some depth at corner. Jaheim Bell, more of a receiving tight end, not much of a blocker, but the value was just too insane for me to not take him. Tyrese Knight, value, again, made a lot of sense. And you always need depth at linebacker. Isaiah Davis gives us another power back to go with Brooks. Xavier Thomas, some more edge depth. And Bub Means, just a big-bodied, deep threat of a receiver, honestly. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with that haul. I think we covered most of our needs. And I think we got a lot of value out of these guys, honestly. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.